Example 2 says Ellen and Portia are reviewing their finances. You can find a list of some of the purchases that they made in January 2020. So based off this table of purchases, we want to answer the question, how much did Ellen and Portia spend in total in January 2020? So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items, and we want to add all of those items up in order to figure out their sum. I'm going to rewrite those numbers so that they're a little bit bigger. All right, so I've rewritten those financial values and I've lined up the decimal points. And the way that you add up decimals is you make sure to line up the decimal points, which here they are, and then in your final sum, you're just going to drop down the decimal point, and then I'm going to add up all the digits that are in the hundredths place right now. So we have 0 plus 1 is 1, plus 4 is 5, plus 4 is 9, plus 7 is 16, plus 7 is 23, plus 2 is 25. So I'm going to put the 5 here, and then I'm going to carry that 2 up here, and then I'm going to go ahead and add all of those digits together. So 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 22, 24. So I'm going to put the 4 here and then carry the 2 up here. And then again, now we're in the ones place. So I'm going to go ahead and add all those numbers together. So we have 2, 4, 5, 7, 11, 15, 22. So I'm going to put the 2 there, carry the 2, and then we'll add the digits in the tens place. So we have 2, 6, 13, 21, 24, 26, 32. So I'll put 2 here and then 3 here. Now we're going to add the numbers in the hundreds place. So 3 plus 5 is 8. And then I will just bring down the 1. So I have 1. So that means that in January 2020, they spent a total of $1,822.45 on their budgeted items. Part B says, what percentage of their total spending was spent on dining out? So what we want to do is we want to go to the transaction log and we want to find anything that was dining out. So it looks like there's 2 values from dining out there, and we want to go ahead and add those up. So we want to add 34.57 and 24.97. So let's see, 7 plus 7 is 14. That gives us 15. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then 9, and then 5. So 59.54 is how much they spent in total on dining out in January 2020, but we want to think about that as a percentage of their total spending. So what we want to do is we want to divide 59.54 and divide that by their total spending, which was $1,822.45. So let's go ahead and plug that into a calculator. So we have 59.54 divided by $1,822.45, and that gives us 0.0327. I'm going to round it to 4 decimal places, and then if we move the decimal place over to values, it would be 3.27. I'll put the little squiggly to indicate its approximation, so 3.27%. So if we were to write a sentence, we would say Ellen and Portia spend about 3.27% of their monthly expenses on dining out. Do you think 3.27% is a lot? What percent do you think of your total spending is spent on dining out. Compare your answer, the 3.27%, to how much you spend on dining out. Part C says what percentage of their total spending was spent on rent or utilities. So I want to find any item that is either a rent item or a utilities item. So their rent is $1,500 and it looks like they have an Xfinity internet bill that is $71.24. And then it also looks like they have a Puget Sound Energy bill for $82.34. So again, we're working with adding decimals together. So I want to make sure all the decimal points are lined up. I'm going to just drop that decimal point. And then 4 plus 4 is 8. 2 plus 3 is 5. It's nice that there's all these zeros on the top. 1 plus 2 is 3. 7 plus 8 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. And then we'll drop the 1 down and 1. So we added all those together. So in total, they're spending $1,653.58 on either rent or utilities. And so we're still seeking the percentage. So I want to do $1,653.58. And I want to divide that by our total spending. So let's go ahead and plug that into our calculator. So we have 1653.58 divided by 1822.45. And so that's giving us 90.73%. So about 90.73% of the spending is on rent or utilities.